Good day, this is William Garvey, Editor-in-Chief of Business and Commercial Aviation magazine. Today we're speaking with Rob Williams, a former teacher and airline pilot who until recently served as Executive Director of the Sun and Fun Fly-In's Aerospace Center of Excellence. He left Lakeland, Florida to serve in that same role at the Triple Tree Aerodrome, a unique airport in upstate South Carolina dedicated to spreading the thrill of aviation among the young and the young at heart. Triple Tree Aerodrome is a pretty unique setup. Can you describe the facility and its purpose?
The Triple Tree Aerodrome is truly like anything I've ever seen before. You come in, you enter our beautiful, pristine gate that says the Triple Tree Aerodrome, which is probably one of the most photographed spots in all of aviation in the southeast. You come through the gates and you immediately encounter with 400 acres of rolling, lush, upstate South Carolina countryside. And as you look off to your left, you get to see our 7,000-foot grass runway made of 419 piston Bermuda, just like they have at Augusta. And you also get to come on down all the way on the far side of our property to the Inouye River. So it's 400 acres of field of dreams for pilots.
The grass runway, 7,000 feet long. Is there an equivalent to that anywhere in the world?
There may be one out there, but to the best of my knowledge, there is not.
Wow, 7,000 feet of grass. And you've actually got a second runway. It's just covered with water, right?
Oh, yeah, actually we do. Out there on Lake Montana. So it's our lake that actually irrigates the runway. That was one of the first things that our volunteers built as a source of irrigating our runway there. So it's a mile long, and you can do amphibious takeoffs and landings there.
So what is the purpose of this facility?
The Triple Tree Aerodrome, it's a 501c3 nonprofit. And so the purpose of this is to engage young men and women in the future of aviation and get them an introductory level, whether it be in radio control or full-scale airplanes. We're actually reaching out into our school systems here in Greenville, Lawrence, and Spartanburg counties, trying to get young men and women inspired with STEM aviation principles. A lot of times you don't have the ability to have an airplane or learn the fundamentals of aerodynamics or the three-axis control of an aircraft and how that can translate over into your classroom learning. And as a former classroom teacher myself, I'm always looking at ways to supplement my curriculum. To be able to have subject matter experts from Triple Tree who are readily available to come into your classroom is a great resource.
Triple Tree is staffed mostly by volunteers. Is that not correct?
Yes, sir. That is 100% correct. We have 2 paid full-time employees, and we have a couple of the contract laborers, but we're run year-round by a fantastic group of volunteers, and it numbers anywhere between 10 to 500 based on the event and the time of the year.
What are the events that are held there?
We are focusing in on 6 what we call core events. So those are 3 radio control events and then 3 full-scale events. So I'll talk about the radio control first. So the largest event we have, both radio control and full-scale, is our Joe Nall fly-in. It's now in its 37th year. We have over 20,000 people come from all 50 states, foreign countries. They all descend on the upstate of South Carolina to come to this radio control event. With the success of that, we've actually developed our second annual Nall in the fall. So that's closer to October. And then we also have our second annual Heli Extravaganza. So a lot of our helicopter radio control pilots, they enjoy that, and that's also in October as well. On the full-scale side of things, we have our 13th annual Triple Tree Fly-In. So that is a fly-in where you come in and you enjoy fun, fellowship, and hospitality with your fellow aviators. We also have a young aviators fly-in for flyers of all ages, but we mainly focus on our youth demographic. And what's very unique about that is that's the only event where we're open to the public year-round. Other events, you have to be a member of an aviation organization to come in. But for this one, we open it up to the community. That's where we try to inspire young men and women to learn more about flying and aviation. Our last fly-in was in February. It's a chilly fly-in, and we're looking at the possibility of expanding that into a weekend event.
So when is the chilly fly-in set for?
Right now it's set for February, but we're looking at the potential for moving it into March and expanding it a little bit.
Now, you held a top position at the Sun and Fun fly-in in Lakeland, Florida. That's a world-renowned gathering. Why did you choose to leave and go to the backwoods of South Carolina?
The Sun and Fun will always be a part of me. I enjoyed my time there. I learned a lot while I was there. And I thought it'd be a great opportunity to come to the Triple Tree organization and use my skill set to expand on what I built at Sun and Fun and the Aerospace Center for Excellence and use all that knowledge to build the same thing here in the upstate. Plus, my family and I, we've been looking for a reason to move up here, and when Mr. Pat and the gentleman offered me the job, I jumped at the chance.
So Triple Tree is located exactly where for people who are unfamiliar with South Carolina?
It's in Woodruff, South Carolina. So if you can picture Greenville on a map, it's about 45 minutes southeast.
We've been speaking with Rob Williams, Executive Director of the Triple Tree Aerodrome in South Carolina. This is William Garvey, thanking you for your time and interest and wishing blue skies to all.